Hey guys and gals, we're going to try and dehydrate some stuff here. I have not quite 5 pounds of apples right there. And you know what guys, if I'm going to do apples, I've got to put some cinnamon on them. It just kind of just goes together. But so the stuff will come out. Just a light little dusting. But anyway, some better cinnamon. There we go. But anyway, like I said, that's not quite 5 pounds of apples. And we're gonna see if this homemade dehydrator contraption will do what it's supposed to do. So I've got another rack I'm gonna put in there. I've got some bananas. We're gonna try that too. All right, I got some bananas in there and apples. So let's see how long this takes to dehydrate, or if it works at all. We're just shy of 8 a.m. I also wanted to make a note of how much wood I was using. I already used a couple pieces there. So we'll see how much of that it takes to dehydrate that fruit. Looks like we're starting to get a little too hot here. I don't want to cook the stuff. I want to dehydrate it. So let's make a few adjustments. All right, it's staying right between 160 and about maybe 165, 167, somewhere there. It seems to be, you know, hunting, if you will, back and forth. I've got this just barely cracked right there. If you open that up a little bit more, it starts getting a lot hotter. And I've got a homemade flue of sorts here, so if you turn it too much, it starts throwing smoke out the front. But I've been out here for about half an hour and getting some consistent temperature, so we're just going to we'll give it a while and we'll see how she does. We're at about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and this thing is just staying rock steady at 165. Alright, we're right about the 4-hour mark. Let's take a look here. This temperature, it's a little bit higher than I wanted, but this one up here, just below 150. Take a look in here real quick. Oh, that stuff looks like it's dehydrating nicely. Still got a little ways to go. It's not burning it. So let's check back in a while. Alright, well, we're just shy of 7 hours and this stuff is pretty much dry here. Just a little bit more. Okay guys, we're about, well, almost exactly 8 hours into it, and I'll say we had overall we had a win and we had, I guess, 2 fails of sorts. The first failure is, you can see how this stuff right here is, it's overdone. It's cooked just a little too much. Now it's completely dry, dehydrated, and it would be edible. You can see how those banana chips in the center were overheated, because that's right where the heat source is coming up. So I need to put a diverter plate in here. I'm thinking seriously about putting a turbine up there to help pull out this heat, because it is very difficult to monitor this thing and then try and do other projects. I guess you know, if I was devoted out here all day and I had my project right next to me, it wouldn't be an issue. That looks like some of the sap coming out of this red heart pine. You see where it's dripped out, which that'll be easy enough to clean up. But guys, the real mistake that I made is I used galvanized hardware cloth for this, and from my reading about this on the internet, it can poison you. So I hate to waste food, but I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I don't even want to poison the bunnies out here in my yard with it. But This was more of a test run just to see if it was working. If we had more racks, I guess it would absorb more heat, but I still got too much heat down there on the bottom, and this thing was going up. You walk away from it, you put some wood in there. I mean, I was getting some outrageous temperatures. But so overall, guys, I'll say it was a win. And I learned a couple things from here, and my next batch is going to be even better. Well, I was putting the video together and I couldn't find the shot of how much wood I used. I think I must have accidentally deleted it, so I decided to come back out here and show you how much I actually used. We can compare this to what I showed you earlier. But guys, what I want to say was, you know, had this thing been full of food, I could have dehydrated quite a bit of food, quite a few pounds, probably over 100 pounds with just a little bit of wood. I wanted to throw out there that you know, if you had to build your own dehydrator and, you know, maybe you didn't have access to a hardware store, or you couldn't order stainless steel mesh online, or that polyethylene stuff, or whatever it is, the plastic stuff, if you had some good old-fashioned bamboo like this right here, I got this, just happens to be growing on my property, you could bushcraft your own racks. If you had scrounge up some copper wire to tie them together, or some steel wire, whatever. But that's just an idea I thought I'd throw out there for you. Okay, so this was part 2, and this is the Homestead Prepper out.